Welcome to the SoberQ podcast.
Hello, my name's Gareth P. and I'm an alcoholic. Thank you to SoberQ podcast for asking me to share. My topic today is when were we ready to start the house cleaning steps? So that's referring to the steps 4 to 9. Real simply, I've got 4 minutes. I'm going to try and bang through this pretty quickly. I really love the explanation of each step gets you ready for the next step. So in order to get ready for step 3, I have to do steps 2 and 1. In order to get ready for steps 2, I've got to do step 1. Again, if I'm getting ready for steps 4, I need to do steps 1, 2, and 3. So first off, if I'm coming to Alcoholics Anonymous, I need to find out whether I'm an alcoholic and if I want the solution that's on offer that AA offers, which is a 12-step program of recovery. So for me, first off, in order for me to get step 1, I actually had to get a sponsor who's just another member who lives this program and passes and shows other members how to go through the program as a part of his own recovery. I had to get a sponsor, go through the doctor's opinion, Bill's story, there is a solution, more about alcoholism, answer some questions and have some one-on-one time with my sponsor to figure out if I identified with the 3 major concepts within step 1. Did I have this was I powerless with this physical allergy and phenomenon of craving? When I started drinking alcohol, did I lose control most times? My answer is yes. I knew I was powerless over that. I was a bender drinker, I was a spree drinker. Big, large benders was a part of my story. Second thing is, am I powerless over my mental obsession? Do I believe I have the mind of an alcoholic? Do I obsess about alcohol, and does that thought usually win out in my sober state? My answer to that question is yes. And then the most important part of step 1 for me, which is going to help me with long-term longevity of my recovery, which is I want decades and decades and decades until I die, is do I believe that I'm powerless to manage my own life sober? What does that mean to me? Can I manage morally, spiritually, emotionally, and my thinking in the sober state? And my answer to that is no. Usually I deal with life sober. Eventually pain kicks in, uncomfortability kicks in, like it just seems hard to navigate all of the normal stuff in life sober. And then my mental obsession kicks in and says, I know how to soothe this, I know how to deal with this, and it's with drinking. So if I understand step 1, that I'm powerless to stop the physical action of alcohol, that I'm powerless to stop my obsessional thinking and my mind as an alcoholic, and I'm powerless to manage my own life sober, that opens me up to step 2. What's step 2 opening my mind to is coming to believe, so opening my mind to the idea that God or a higher power can help me with all 3 of those things, can stop me from physically engaging with alcohol, can remove my mental obsession and to guide and help to manage my life in a sober state. Then I go from steps 2 to 3. Is now that I've opened my mind and I've come to believe it can be a process and take time, am I willing to make a decision to move forward with the God idea as a solution to my alcoholism, and with the God idea and living a spiritual way of life as a solution to being unmanageable sober? So then that's steps 1, 2, and 3 in a real small snapshot. And then that opens me up coming into the house cleaning steps, which is steps 4 to 9. So that's the process that I went through, is having a sponsor, going through steps 1, 2, and 3. And that prepared me for step 4. Why do I need to do a house cleaning? Well, I need a new tool for my unmanageability of sober living, and I need to be shown how to live a new spiritual way of life. Thank you for letting me share.
If you would like to share your experience on a recovery question, visit the SoberQ podcast website at soberq.com. Thanks for listening.